I've let them know as well, by the way, that, you are halting production of a podcast that is growing at an incremental rate.
Did you actually?
Yes.
Yeah. This guy was yelling out things like, oh, you don't know who you're talking to, this and that. I was like, please lose some weight before you speak to me, right? Which obviously there's absolutely...
Welcome back to Critical Banter. This is the podcast where we take the very best bits from your favorite late night shows and package them into one single podcast. Today we have our Christmas episode. We've got the Christmas gear on. Kushi's got the Christmas sunnies on. But for today's episode, we'll be doing the TCB top 10. As per usual, at the end of the year, we'll be going through some of the top 10 Google searches. And we'll also be doing some thematic blind rankings. But before that, Trap the Week, got me and Miguel. We have Ro.
G'day.
Kush.
Yes, sir.
And Sen to complete the crew.
Hello. You're actually hearing this 2 weeks later than what we anticipated. We've had some technical issues. Kush, do you want to talk us through it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, look, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but basically my computer died. My PC is gone. It's fried. I've taken arms up against Dell.
This is what I wanted you to talk about because you talk so passionately to us about it. I'm like, share it with the listeners about your battle, your ongoing legal battle.
Okay, that is true. I've threatened a bit of legal action. I've let them know as well, by the way, that, you are halting production of a podcast that is growing at an incremental rate.
Did you actually?
Yes.
Yeah.
Incremental. Come on. You got
A snail's pace rate. One of the slowest flowing podcasts of all time.
Exponential was too much of a word for you?
A pace is still a pace. That's all I'm going to say.
glacial. Wait, did you actually tell them that?
I told them medium fast is it's going there with a Critical Banter
And
podcast.
that didn't work? It didn't make him...
Yadav wasn't a fan. He didn't listen to us.
Well, we'll get to Yadav in a bit. It's not even his name, by the way. But so it essentially started with a phone call to Dell tech support. And what they do is that they're meant to troubleshoot it with you on the spot so they can figure out what the issue is. Now, this is where I spoke to my boy Rahul. And Rahul is
my cousin, actually.
victim number one in my battle. So, yeah, his troubleshooting. Sorry, guys, I'm wearing these sunglasses. I can't see a thing. If we were
the three blind mice.
If we were playing Incoherence today, I'd be fucked. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, spoke to Rahul. He's like, his troubleshooting was one step. It was just press Control Escape and tell me if it works. Now, Control Escape, for those tech savvy listeners out there, gets you into the BIOS. All right. And the BIOS is just a way to see if things are running smoothly. That's the best way to put it. Okay. Look, in my head, I was like, all right, cool. He's done that. No worries. He said it's a motherboard issue. No stress. All right. He's like, I'm going to escalate it to my management, see what we can do. He comes back the next day and he's like, we talked to them. We're going to charge you a billable service and we're going to give you a replacement motherboard. And I was like, hang on a second.
Charge?
Just
what is the charge?
Yeah, but that too. So a bit of history now. My desktop within the first 3 months already had a motherboard issue. Yeah. Back then it was covered in warranty and it was replaced. So a bit of historical issue is there and it's important to recognize, right? It's a pattern of behavior is what I'm saying. Now my desktop is out of warranty. So makes sense why they want to charge me. All right. But I'm not going to let that slide. No, sir. Not on my watch.
We'll delay the podcast as many weeks as it takes to get this service with our fee.
You're damn right. That's what I'm going to say. We'll record with the Blue Yeti if we have to. All right.
Yeah. Listeners are actually listening to this in March 2024.
Yeah. We haven't released an episode in 6 months.
Anyway, I called them up again and I was like, look, mate, I'm not paying a single cent. All right?
Can I ask how much were they willing, asking you to pay?
Oh, it was a decent amount. We're talking almost in the 4 figures.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, then fair enough. Much. You know what? Fair enough.
We're pretty much half the price of what I pay for the PC, right? It's ridiculous amount. So call them up. They're like, I'm not going to pay anything. And this is where I've done a bit of research about that.
In fact, I want you to pay me for this inconvenience.
I was about to say, bro, if there's any delivery fee, I'm not paying Australia Post. You're doing it yourself, Dell. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, this is where I started to do a bit of research in the Australian consumer law.
The old ACL.
I needed to know my rights, and boy, there are good rights Australians have. I'll tell you that much. Honestly, we're lucky. We have incredible rights.
Amazing.
We can pretty much get a refund to anything at any point in time, is what I'm going to say.
Just a quick aside. My brother used that recently. I played basketball with his shoes.
Yeah.
I tore them up a little bit. He went back to New Balance, invoked his rights, got a new pair.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, remember this. Your rights are the most important. Saul Goodman was on something with that ad in Breaking Bad. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, Do the call, speak to him, and I break it down from the Australian consumer law. It's going down to the supervisor. I'm like, listen here, Yadav. His name's actually Yath, but I kept hearing Yadav, so I got it wrong, by the way. So I was like, Yadav. I put it in his court. I was like, listen, you're a supervisor. I know you know the Australian consumer law. I'm not going too much into it. I know Dell also got fined a couple of years back. So, just putting it on in his court. And
Do you say that to his face?
I said it on the call to his face. Well,
Building
not to his
rapport,
face.
it's actually quite a good strategy. You make him feel like it's you and him versus Dell.
Exactly. Yeah. I told him,
nice.
I know he's a man bound by process, but sometimes you have to deviate from process. That's what I'm going to say.
I'm sure he's willing to risk his job for you, Kush.
Well, it sounded like he did. He spent 30 minutes troubleshooting the machine more with me, and I respected that. He actually took his time out, did a whole lot more with me, and he did come to the conclusion. He said, look, it could be a motherboard, but it could also be a CPU issue. It could also be something else, he said. So it wasn't that much of a help by the end, but at least he was open to it and said it could be a lot more. So it didn't make sense now to charge me just for one part, right? Because it could be multiple parts.
He was going to charge you for multiple now.
Well, that was the issue. I was like, are you going to charge me for multiple? And he was like, look, process here. Like, if there's another part at fault, you may be charged for it. And I was like,
No,
hang
this
on.
guy seems like he's hustling you.
Yeah, it sounds like you're taking an L here.
Oh, no, don't.
Seems
do
like
that.
you've been swindled by his...
No. See, this is where guys, you got to know how to play the game. The game is the game.
Sounds like you're losing the game.
Yeah, Dell 3, Kush 0 so far.
No. I told him, look, I'm not paying again for a single cent. And I was like, look, Australian consumer law, there is a little section in it called reasonable time frame or the reasonable lifespan of a product. Now, any product you buy, phone, shoes, your desktop, they're all meant to last for a reasonable time frame. So if you buy a desktop and it only lasts 30 days, that is not considered reasonable by the Australian consumer law.
All right.
So 4 years, is that reasonable, one would say, for a premium high-range desktop that already had a historical issue? In my eyes, the answer is no, which is what I'm invoking here.
Well, you don't need to convince us. You need to convince Yadav and
Oh,
Rahul.
don't worry.
In Yadav's eyes, what did he say?
Oh, well, this is the thing. I said that to Yadav and he was like, look, let's just do a bit more troubleshooting. I was like, Yadav, you didn't answer my question, brother. I need you to answer my question. Do you think this is reasonable? And I hammered it down and he was like, look, I can't give you that answer. I'm going to have to get legal's advice on this. And I was like, this is the one. This is what I need you to do. So I was like, go to legal, answer them this exact question and you come back to me. All right. And then, of course, I dropped it again. And I was like, look, just remember, I'm editing for a podcast. That's,
Oh my God.
This is not helping your case,
No,
man.
it is.
Stop telling him.
Me sending Ro going to get some letters in the mail as well because of this, man.
You should tell him that you have like an online business or something that relies on this.
No, but see, they can actually see it. When they go to Instagram and TikTok, they'll see 30,000 followers, 10,000. This is now a social media threat around it. And also with the legal threat as well,
And that works because when I went up against ING and I said we had a TikTok following / Instagram following,
It works.
they were scared out of their minds. They're like, here, have $500 on us as a little apology for the inconvenience we've caused you.
So
you could be onto something.
Look, the status right now is that legal is in discussions. Right? That's what's happening.
And then it comes down to a bit more philosophical question of how much is your time worth now? Because you've spent literally a week on this, day in, day out, grinding against Dell.
It's not about time. This is the principle here. The principle here is that I bought a high premium product, which, look, it is fair. I bought a pretty solid desktop, right? Got some incredible specs on it. The fucker only lasted 4 years. We've already had an issue in the first 3 months. I just don't think that's right.
Does 4 years feel like a solid time? That feels reasonable.
Not for a desktop.
Not for a desktop, to be honest.
Not for a especially not for a high range desktop. Not at all.
You don't need to flex on us, bro. It's all good. We don't have a good laptop.
Editing requires a bit of specs, all right? That's what I'm saying. And those specs right now, they're not doing the best that they could. So.
The way I think about it is if I bought a PS5 and it shat itself after 3-4 years, I'd be fuming.
Really?
I would say you could
3-4 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
You could definitely invoke the reasonable time frame.
How long is a PS5 lasting you?
Well, it should be like at least 6 to 10 years.
Yeah, my
Should be the whole lifespan of that PlayStation.
Exactly.
My PS4, I reckon I got 7 years out of it, and it's still going strong when I decommissioned it.
That's the thing. That's why I'm telling the reasonable time frame. My family has a history of Dell machines that have lasted already longer than this. So I've put that on their core, you see?
Maybe you should look in the industry averages,
Get some industry reports.
Benchmarking.
Yeah, get some benchmarks.
That's good. I might follow up on that. I might get some, other.
But then only find the ones that obviously support you.
Yeah,
You don't want to cherry pick the ones that don't.
Absolutely.
For like a Mac desktop, for example, surely that would last 7-8 years.
So you exclude that from your reporting.
Of course,
And you say desktop. This is what I used to do in my psychology papers, where I used to cite sources with one line that said what I wanted to do, but the whole paper was about something completely different. I just chuck it in. Thank you.
Look, it is a battle. I think I am winning here. I really do think I'm winning. Like they're talking to the legal team, so we'll come back. Hopefully, might be a couple of months till you hear from us,
I think the listeners will know how well you've done in this war when they hear this episode.
Correct. That's exactly correct.
All right. We are obviously all dressed up in Christmas outfits. I had my Christmas party during the week, and I feel like my life is now revolving around our tier list because my Christmas party was at Ivy. And I can't remember. We said it was a pretty solid venue, right? Obviously, it only lost out to Mason Channel Crew.
It's the third time
who subsequently lost to Channel 9. I thought Ivy was a wonderful venue. We had 3 levels, the ground floor and the 2 floors above it. And then towards the end of the night, there was like on the 3rd floor in the far corner, there's like a little room that turned into like a rave, essentially. That was pretty sick. It was very hot. So everyone was like full sweating and shit. And then after we kicked onto the Ivy pool bar, where literally upon entering, my mate, I reckon, put 3 steps into the venue and immediately just got marched out by one of the bouncers. And then after that, we went to Jimmy's Falafel for a late night feed. And again, delightful.
It's a great
I'm
place.
glad we put that high up on the tier list. Mine, I know yours was also on the same night.
Mine wasn't the same night. It was on a boat, an inescapable venue.
Which you last week complained about.
Some may say, and I will continue to complain about it.
How was it? It can't be that bad.
So I get on the boat. Right? I'm a non-drinker these days, so the drinks part was not phasing me, but it was beers and wines, which did not go down well with a lot of people because they were pre-drinking at Cargo Bar beforehand. Obviously, they're getting on the spirits there, so you can't go from maybe a beer at work to then spirits, then back down to beers and wines. That's an L. Then we get there. We settle in after about 2 minutes, and then the DJ is already on the decks, man. You know, I'll shout him out. I know him, Eddie. Shout out Eddie. So he's already on the decks, and he's putting fucking good tunes on, man. Like party vibes. It's bouncing like people on the dance floor. But then it was a bit too loud because I was right in front of the stage. So this boat had 3 levels. I went to the 3rd level, stood there. Speakers were nice there, a little soft. And the music changed to like some middle-aged white, like, Dead music, basically. Not a pop.
ABBA, that's what I was thinking.
No, not even ABBA. ABBA's still a vibe. This is just like background music, right? I couldn't even tell you what the songs were, but it was not the vibe. When you start on such a high and it dips so low, and I was like, Eddie, man, I'm going to have some words with you. I'm going to get on this fucking stage and have some words. So I looked down. It's not even Eddie.
Yeah, of course not. Eddie would never
betray us like that. He was some random DJ, right? And for the next hour and a half, I was sat upstairs like a cranky old man complaining that the music was ass.
Did they bring in another DJ after that, or was that it?
So then towards I was pestering Eddie throughout the night. I'm like, brother, get back on. Get back on, man. He's like, wait, I've used it up. He used his 30-minute set already.
Why didn't you jump on the decks, Marty? You had an aspiring DJ career.
Me and my 5 minutes of experience, that was going to be a no for me. But towards the end, it was another DJ came on, but it was just remixes, man. Like I wanted some hip hop and stuff, so it'd be hip hop EDM remixes. So they'd play like one line of the song, then drum and bass for about 5 minutes.
I don't mind that. That sounds kind of fun. I actually really like remixes.
You wouldn't have liked these remixes. I'm telling you for a fact. But that made me realize how important like the DJ is. You know?
Yeah.
I thought DJing was anyone can go up, play their Spotify playlist, and the crowd sorted. But no, there's a bit of to it. It makes or breaks the whole thing.
Yeah, our DJ as well did the classic thing where it was like 9. So our party went till 10, and his last song finished at 9:57, and then like he stopped and he's like, all right, I'm done, guys, I'm done. And then obviously everyone's like fucking pretty drunk. It's like, one more song. He's like, nah. He started to walk away, and then suddenly he runs back and plays the last song.
It's a good move.
It is. Everyone fucking lost their mind.
What was the last song?
Can't even remember.
Because mine had the same thing. And this sums up. Our last song was Darude Sandstorm.
Oh no!
So that sums up the vibe of the night.
Shocking.
Ours was also the same, like beers and wines only. But I remember you said you could buy spirits. We didn't even have the option of buying spirits.
What's a buy spirits?
Wait, you were at Ivy. What do you mean you didn't have the option to buy spirits?
They told the bartenders, do not sell any spirits. It's purely just wines, champagne, and beer.
But was your Christmas party both on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's a weird night to have a Christmas party. It was a weird.
Last year ours was on Thursday.
That's reasonable.
Which is normal. But yeah, Wednesday was weird. Otherwise, I think it was a good venue. Good times.
Company paid for the Uber home. Thank you very much.
Bro, I know you went on Thursday.
Thursday night, correct.
What was your company's on Thursday?
No. Thank you very much to our great listeners. Because honestly, you guys have seen the tier list ranking the Christmas parties. And one of you reached out and said, hey, do you want to come to the Atlassian Christmas party? And I was free as a bird on Thursday. So I decided, yeah, I'll come down, have a look at it.
On Thursday night?
On Thursday night.
Okay.
And so, well, it was like kind of it was like It's only started at 4 o'clock. I rocked up after work
Okay,
at
right.
like 5:30.
Okay, right.
So I get there and I rock in and they are singing ABBA. And it's like a live guy who's performing. They got the guy who plays the saxophone at Bungalow 8 to play as well, I'm pretty sure. Because he was going ham. But it was in their office. And I was wondering, like, already
Red flag.
bit of a vibe killer.
Yeah.
And it seemed like not everyone shows up. It seems like a very optional thing.
Mm.
So like no one's like, I don't know what the theme was, maybe sequins and sparkles there or thereabouts. And it was pretty packed because it's just like on 2 floors of the building. The DJ's on 1 floor. He was playing stinker tunes. But I will say the food was amazing. They gave us some beef brisket burgers, some prawn tacos. That was fantastic. Obviously there's no like bartender or anything. They just had like beers and wine like in bottles that were getting served by like waiters and waitresses.
Yeah.
I think the guys that they hired to the serving, I don't know where they got them from because I was asking for like a beef brisket burger, but they only had pork. And then this lady was like extremely stressed that they didn't have beef to give me. And I was like, just chill, man. Like they're making it. Like you don't have to worry. It's all good. And then the guy who invited me to the Christmas party, he decided to have a laugh with her and make her even more stressed, saying that he was Muslim and couldn't eat pork.
Oh my God.
What
and
a
the fact
menace.
that you're serving pork
Jesus.
is not all right. she was freaking out, the poor girl.
That one I agree with.
Yeah.
I understand why she freaked out for that one.
No, of course. But anyway, so we put that lady under a fair bit of distress.
For no
For
reason.
literally no reason. These guys own amusement. And then, so look, all in all, 6 out of 10, very average Christmas party. But then I'm looking on Instagram because I posted this on the stories. And then another lad has sent out, hey, do you want to come to my Christmas party on the Friday night?
The following
The
night.
following night. We were busy, so we didn't end up taking that invite. But thank you very much for all these invites to Christmas parties.
I didn't realize that was an actual invite as well, like a legitimate invite. I thought it was just a bit of a fun. And I'm like, oh, no, probably not. And he's like, no, actually come through. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, no.
Yeah, I don't think you said, I think you don't want us there.
Yeah, you don't want us there.
But, thank you very much for all the Christmas party invites. It's been
Keep
fun.
the invites coming, even if Christmas is done.
I was going to say, yeah.
Just keep inviting us.
If you have any other corporate events next year, please let us know.
Even non-corporate, mate. Your birthday's coming up. We'll do guest appearances.
All right, now we're going to move on to our community sports update. Migs, Sen, do you guys have anything to say about your sports before we get on to the cracker of a frisbee?
I will say on Wednesday night, to the night of my Christmas party, my OSAC team had their semi-final. I said, guys, don't worry about it. I'm sure you guys will handle it. I didn't hear anything from them for 24 hours and I was deeply concerned. Turns out they won 14-1 and it was just such a non-event that no one even bothered messaging in the group. So we've got our grand final on this Wednesday, or God knows now, whenever this episode comes out. So it would have already happened by now. So yeah, hopefully we get the dub there. On Thursday, Manu, that was another great win for us.
Another great win. Last game of the year. You're looking at 2 goal scorers here, Cushy.
Oh,
And
hello.
we played against a team that we have historical beef with. A rivalry that's built up over the last 2 seasons.
What was the score in the end?
We lost to them earlier in the season, 4-2. One of our shambolicest performances. And then
last season we had a few scraps with them as well.
True.
One actual scrap low key.
Yeah, exactly.
But we won't get into that.
Yeah.
But 2-0 win. Convincing win. It wasn't convincing. We weren't getting walked over like some other weeks.
Yeah.
Me and Rose scored. Lovely way to end the year.
There's a bit of drama on the sideline
Yeah, I
as
wanted
well.
to bring this up. Yeah, go on, Ro.
I've heard this secondhand. I want to hear from you.
Okay, so I came off and then I was just chilling on the bench, just waiting for, someone to get tired to go back on. Something happens during the game and then this guy basically chirps at the ref.
On the other team.
On the other team and he's walking off. As he's walking off, the ref has come to the sideline and given him a yellow card, right? The ref has then asked, what's your number? Because he needs to write it down to make sure that he's got that all on the books. The guy's wearing a black shirt, no number. So I've cleverly retorted. He's unregistered. Ref, he's unregistered. As a little bit of a joke, right? That guy did not take it as a joke. He was very upset at that insinuation that he, in fact, was not registered. So he then looks at me and he's like, what'd you say to me? I was like, look, you're unregistered. I didn't say that. I was just looking at him while he got progressively more and more angry. Then I did something which I probably shouldn't have, but I have then instigated the situation further by referring to him as overweight.
Yeah, dude, I heard this. I'm like, surely not.
Because this guy was yelling out things like, oh, you don't know who you're talking to, this and that. I was like, please lose some weight before you speak to me, right? which obviously there's absolutely
What?
no need for.
There's no correlation as well between the comments.
No, none whatsoever. But I was in a bit of a lippy mood that night.
Rose got with some bangers recently, dude.
But the issue was that his friend who was next to him, also on the bench, he in fact was shredded and like looks like he would gymmed pretty aggressively.
And he could spark it out in one swing.
Now he has then come up to me,
Yeah.
and now I am in a face-off with a guy maybe twice my size. So that's obviously not ideal. But I, to be fair to me, holding my ground while meanwhile the game is going on, right? So the game has not stopped.
Yeah, Sen and I are busting along on the field.
Yeah. So that's play on. But this guy, I've gone very like face to face with this dude, and he's like, literally meet me at the car park, this and that. Like, you don't know who I am. You don't know who my dad is. Like, oh, bro, I don't. I'm sorry. And then the thing is, I don't know what happened, like how that diffused, but eventually we broke apart. And so whatever, they're still angry. I then go on the field and they're just chirping nonstop.
Yeah.
I take a shot from halfway. That goes well wide. And that was like music to their ears because they had Sledge's Deluxe after that. But then I scored the winner and then they were actually nice guys in the end because after I scored the winners, they said fair play to me. So
Because when you scored, I didn't know any of this malarkey happened because I was on the field the whole time. So when you scored, like whatever happens, and then I just hear Sen yelling out, "Shush them, Rose, shush them," and I'm like, because these guys are aggro, so I'm like, do we really want to like provoke them? And then he shushed them, and then the big guy, the fat guy, starts walking towards you. I'm like, oh no, here we go. But then I hear him, he's laughing and he's, oh, fair play, boys, fair play. So I was confused. And then I heard this afterwards, you call him fat and everything. And I'm like, okay.
And I feel bad because
Makes
he was
sense.
a nice guy. He's not even that fat.
He actually wasn't at all.
What
No, he
about
wasn't.
what about the winter season when we played football and then some guys was lipsing at you and then you said, what was it? Fix your hairline before you talk to me.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Where his own teammates laughed at him
Yeah, that was-
for your sledge.
That was funny though. That was funny. But I did like the other guy was a dickhead. This guy seemed like a nice guy, so I did feel a bit bad. But
And it was lucky because Garn, Gun Truck was on the bench at the time. And he's like, oh, bro, you just got to pay that after you score. It's like, oh, I was just a good goal, man. You have to pay it.
yeah,
And
Gun's
that's
good
why
with that sort of thing.
Yeah, he kind of diffused it a bit.
Yeah, and someone else out Hamza also knows some of the players on their team. So maybe if we didn't know, you had that mutual connection. Maybe you're getting sparked, right?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
And then some blokes decided to like light fireworks and almost set fire to the ground afterwards. Yeah. It was just kind of a wild Thursday night. Dude,
Oh, before the game as well, Ro.
what happened before the game?
You sent a little message in our chat. Us
Oh, no,
three.
we don't need to talk about that. But
Oh,
thank you
okay.
to Hugh, who listens to the podcast and wanted a photo with me. That was a little bit embarrassing. But, all in all, a great Thursday night, I got to say.
That is a great Thursday night.
All right, moving on to something probably a lot less exciting. We got stomped in Frisbee, 17-1. That's nice and short. We got absolutely stomped. But you know what was surprising? The fact that we were all right. We were A-okay with the stomping.
Spirits were very high for
Quite
a
high.
17-1 drubbing.
So I told people this. I was like, they'd asked me how I went in Frisbee. I said 17-1.
Yeah.
And I was like, but don't worry about it. We've got a system. They then replied, well, it doesn't seem to be working now, does it?
Well, to be fair, it was the first week we tried the system.
True.
And it was also the first week that we played the team that probably shouldn't be in the div and probably a lot higher, if I'm being completely honest.
Who are first by a country mile.
They're
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, they're an extremely good, well-oiled machine that I don't think anyone can compete, to be
No.
honest. And they're coming first for a reason. That being said, though, our first point when we ran through their defense with the new system was
1-0 up, baby.
Oh, that felt really good. I was like,
Threw
oh,
the
this
frisbee
is
with absolute precision.
yeah. And then I think they may have realized, oh, maybe they could be all right. Then they just like, fuck this, we're going to stomp them. Started doing like nerd throws, different runs and all this kind of stuff.
But as crazy it is to believe, we were as competitive. Like 17-1 doesn't seem competitive, but I mean, can I say it was somewhat competitive?
I think we could have gotten like 7 or 8 points, to be honest, but we just dropped it near the end, essentially. That's what happened. Or
Yeah.
like we sort of screwed up near the end. But like we were there. We could have got the points. So next week is phase 2, getting the points. That's all we have to do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell everyone as well, maybe come a little early, and we're going to work on the phase 2, which is, I think we can do the first half really well of this new strategy, which is essentially short plays. Get as fast as you can up to the mid zone. And then this week that's coming up, or well, whatever this episode gets released, we'll let you know. But hopefully you'll see some more points from us.
Kudos to you, Kush. Led the pack. Got us in information before the game.
I will say I needed a bit of help, and Ro was very helpful in the beginning. Because do you remember you explained it? I think a little bit better than I could, to be honest. Because I was looking at the video, and in my mind, in my video, when I was watching the video in my head, I was like, "Oh, this is very simple. Just run in, run out." And then everyone was just looking at me, being like, "What's this guy on about? Talking about a piston engine or some shit."
But I think everyone got it in the end. And here's some footage from us playing, right? Not as entertaining as maybe Sen's debacle because we were actually quite happy this week.
Hello. What's up? We're about to start the game. Let's go, baby.
Welcome back to Critical Banter. Now unlock it, please.
It's not looking good, bro.
It's not looking good at all. They've got fucking jerseys, bro.
All right, we've learnt a new tactic. Kush has given us a game plan. Let's see how quickly we devolve into our regular nonsense.
Can we get jerseys, guys?
Can you imagine us rocking up with jerseys and getting pasted like 15-0?
We'll get gloves as well.
Let's go.
I wouldn't say I hate the sport. I don't like the sport.
Yeah.
But would I even call it a sport? Oh my god. Go Migs.
Huh? What?
Kush. Say the man marking like for just face the person. Oh.
Yep. Send forward.
Getting shirt from Migs on the front. They conceded 1 point. Idiot.
Sub him off.
Get rid of him.
I think you're
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I out? Okay.
Yeah.
Just play short forward. Play short.
Okay. Back! Wait, what the? Oh, they played it really fast. Go, Sen.
Chase. Go, Miguel.
Beautiful. Oh my god. Slap it, Sen. Slap him, Sen.
That's all right, Marco. That was really good. Oh, sorry, mate.
Catch that, Sen. Go, Sen. Gotta be one of the worst throws I've ever seen. I got Ralph. Ralph, sorry, man.
I lost the mic.
But we're actually better.
They're trying to throw long, so they can't do short. So if we play short and just keep cutting through them, we'll get hit eventually. That's exactly what happened.
It's me. 1, 2.
Ooh.
That was beautiful frisbee. That felt quite nice.
Yeah, just remember to be good.
It's actually good.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I said, we just got to play our positions. That's it. Oh, shit, that's my guy. We're just practicing.
Exactly. This is just a bit of a muck about.
Yeah, this is actually just practicing our positions. We'll get used to it.
It's all right. We move. Oh, yeah. 15-1. All right, let's run it. Kush!
No, easy. Oh, bro, it's just contesting the disc. Who gives a shit?
1, 2. Wrong fucking way. Kush, yes, Kush! Oh my god, this is goal line defense right here. This is what people pay to see.
Good game.
Great stuff, man.
Good game.
Cheers, well played. Thank you. Cheers, well played. Cheers. Thank you.
3 cheers. Sorry, team name. Manchester United, that's right. Oh, Manchester. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, next week, we're going to work on our defense. We're going to work on phase 2 of our offense as well. And, hopefully we come back with some good news next
I believe we'll win. I believe.
It's that time of the year, boys. We've got the TCB Top 10. The Google Trends have been released for 2023. So as per usual, as we've done for a couple of years now, I'm going to test your knowledge of the year's events. Is everything okay, Mon?
No.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
So we've got the global ones and we've got... Can't take you seriously, Kush. We've got the global ones and we've got the Australian searches. So we're going to run through a few of these categories. The way it's going to work is I'm going to ask all of you guys to give me an answer. For example, we'll start with Manu. If he can't answer, you'll get a pass. Then he'll go to Ro. If he doesn't know, he'll pass to Kush. If Kush passes, he'll go back to Manu, and Manu will have no more passes left. And if he answers incorrectly, he's out. And it's just whoever's the last man standing.
Do we get 1 pass per round?
1 pass per round, correct.
Okay.
Just to make it a bit easier for you guys.
Well, and
I'll try and help you as much as you can.
Yeah, please, because I'm drawing blanks here. But this, of course, will mark the final week
Of course.
of our game little challenge. Migs and Sen are on 1 each. Kush and I are on donuts. the loser of us, Kush, will have to buy someone a present.
That
Or a
is
Christmas
true.
present. Or maybe a New Year's present. But
It'll be a
A
present.
present of sorts.
stay tuned because we are, this is it. This is what it's come down to.
Righty, round one, we'll start with global athletes. So we'll start with you, Manu, and we'll just work our way around.
Biggest sports, but I want to go, I want to have fun with it. I want to go little left wing. Travis Kelce.
Is number 3 on the list.
Number 3?
Oh, that's ball knowledge.
That's ball knowledge. I'll give you
That's
that.
ball. Oh, I ain't no Travis
No.
Kelce. Come
You don't know
on.
Travis Kelce?
No, I don't know Travis Kelce at all.
He blew up because of Taylor Swift.
He's dating
No.
Taylor Swift.
He put Taylor Swift on the map.
To each their own.
All right, so Manu, you've got number 3 on the list.
Dude, that's a pat on the back for me, man.
Well, that's good because that was never on my radar. So,
Wow,
There are 9 more on this list, and I'll tell you, I don't know one of them.
okay.
Oh,
So the
Senny's a
others are-
well-versed man.
All right, Ro, you're up.
Okay. So, biggest sports. Traditionally, in these Google reviews, they're like global sports. Tennis is usually up there. So, I'm going to throw out a Novak Djokovic.
Number 6 on the list.
Number
well done.
6. Okay. All right.
So we've got number 3 and number 6. Kush, you're up.
I'm going to go for the World Cup that was quite prominent this year. I'm going to say Sam Kerr.
Oh, that World Cup.
Yes, that World Cup.
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
Sam Kerr is not on the list. Kushako, you're out.
Cushy's out.
Alrighty, so boys, we've still got 8 more to get in this one. We'll go back to you, Manu. Remember, you have a pass to use.
I know. Do I want to have fun with it?
Have fun with it.
I'll have fun with it. Lionel Messi.
Is not on the
Surely
list.
not. Moved to into Miami, so the US
Is
people surely
not
searching him.
on the list. So, Ro, you just have to get 1, and you are the winner of this round.
Pass and I hit you.
Well,
Wait, how can he pass? There's no one else playing.
I pass back to myself.
Yeah, exactly. So then he wins.
So, Kush, you went World Cup, but I think you went the wrong World Cup.
Yeah.
I think you should have won the Cricket World Cup.
Yeah.
Now I narrow it down to a couple of heavyweights here. In my head, there are juggernauts such as Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar.
Okay,
In this
all right.
World Cup.
All right, Donald, calm down.
But let's go Virat. Is surely, don't tell me Virat's not on there.
He's not on the list.
Wow.
Oh, well, that means mine is back in,
So
surely.
everyone's back in now.
Not everyone's back in.
Kush is out. We've got one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, Kush. Unfortunately, yep. So back to Manu. You guys got a second life here.
What are
Boys,
some sports? Basketball,
Come on.
football,
Think, boys. Think.
baseball, LeBron James.
No.
What?
okay.
Wow. Okay.
Baseball has piqued some interest with that bloke who signed that $600 million contract in the
Go on,
last
what's
2
his name?
days.
Yeah.
Shatani Otana or something like that.
Not a
But
type of mushroom.
But I feel like that was literally in the last 2 days. I'm going to do another tennis player. I'm going to Carlos Alcaraz.
Well done,
Let's
Ren.
go.
Number 7 on the list.
Let's go.
It's that prominent. Wow.
Tennis
is.
is that prominent. Let me read through the full list now. So, Ro, you'll get the point there. Number 10, Kyrie Irving.
Ooh, I wouldn't have guessed
How can he
Kyrie.
be over LeBron?
No, but he's always in the news
He's
because of
always
all
in the-
nefarious reasons.
Number 9, Shubman Gill.
What?
Fair enough. India's beautiful man.
Oh, because he was dating Tendulkar's daughter, I think. That's why.
He also
That's-
got like dengue fever or something, but that's a weird guy to be on there.
Did he?
Yeah, before the World Cup.
Interesting.
Number 8, Rachin Ravindra.
Ah, yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I remember I searched him up a couple of
Wow.
times
Yeah,
as well.
New Zealand.
Yeah, me too.
Number 7, Carlos Alcaraz. Number 6, Novak Djokovic. Number 5, Harry Kane.
What did Harry do this year?
Moved to Bayern
Moved to
Munich.
Bayern Munich.
But Messi moved into Miami and that's not on there. That's kind of wild.
Number 4, Ja Morant.
Oh,
Number 3, Travis Kelce. Number 2, Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, yeah.
he's big in the searches these days.
100%. I'm searching him up on Footbin every day.
That's a different website, mate. Come on.
And then number 1, Damar Hamlin. I've got no idea who that is.
Wait,
Can
can we
anyone?
pause and quickly just look
Yeah,
up
let's
Damar
look up who
Hamlin? If he's
Damar-
the number 1 most searched
Must have been in
athlete.
some sort of news or major event. You know what I mean?
NFL?
He's an NFL player.
Maybe
but I don't
signed a
know-
contract or
Hang on. There's actually an Indian Express article about Damar Hamlin was 2023's most searched athlete. And it's like, who is he? So this actually happened very early of this year. In January, there was a game, NFL game, where he tried to make a tackle and then he kind of collapsed to the floor and then he actually had a cardiac arrest.
Oh.
And they had
I
to
do
abandon the entire
remember
game.
that.
Yeah, I do remember it now.
Okay, that was
Fair
him.
enough.
So he was in hospital for a few days and he survived and everything, but that was why
Okay,
he was
wow.
the most searched.
Okay.
Alrighty, Ro, you get the point there. How are you feeling?
Feeling good, but I think this is where the knowledge ends.
All right, we'll move on to the next category, which is going to be movies.
Here you go, baby. Here we go.
I'll start first, surely, because Manu started.
Yeah, we'll start with
Fuck.
this time.
Winner starts first.
That's 2.
Yes.
All right. As you said, next category will be movies. So, Ro, give me the top 10 most searched movies for 2023 globally.
Matt, I'll give you number 1,
Yeah?
and that's my best friend Margot Robbie
Yeah?
playing Barbie
Well
in
done.
the film Barbie.
Spot on. Number 1. Well done. All right. Kush.
Well, I'm going to take you out of here, Mig. So I'll go for number 2. My friend Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer.
And that is number 2 for 2023. Now, Miguel, there are 8 more on this list. I reckon you would have heard of at least 5 of these.
Oh, hello.
Some big hitters on here.
Give us some help here because
No, don't give me help. Hunger Games. Give me help, please.
I'll give you help. One of these was the sequel of a movie that came out maybe 10 years ago.
Avatar.
Correct. Number 6, Avatar, The Way of Water. All right, back to you.
no, I
Ro.
need some help.
This is bullshit, man. I'm running out of ideas now.
Okay, let me just have a quick think. Are we talking animated movies? Are we talking
Every movie from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
Thank you, mate.
I'll help you out here. There's all movies here, not just English movies.
Oh.
I don't know any. I'm gonna pass.
That's helped me, brother.
Okay, so you've passed there.
Immediate pass.
Okay.
All right, so far we've gone 3 of them.
Yeah.
Kush.
Wait, make a rule that if you pass, someone passes, he can't then pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I wasn't
That's fine.
planning to pass anyway.
I don't think he was either.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to think about the Oscars that happened in March. I'm going to think about the Best Picture winner.
That's a good idea. That's what I would do.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Is number 7 on the list. Well done, Kush. So far we've gone number 1, Barbie, number 2, Oppenheimer, number 6, Avatar, The Way of Water, and number 7, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. There is one more. Oh, there's 2 more movies on this list that I reckon both of you would have heard of. And you might have even watched other movies in these series.
Well, I hope Ro knows because I'm going to pass.
You made the rule, right?
I already passed.
Already
I can't
passed
pass.
as well,
So
mate.
2 of these, I'll help you out. 2 of these that I think you would know are sequels, either the 3rd or the 4th installments of their respective franchises.
We're getting drip fed.
Yeah, and yet I still don't even know. So 3rd or 4th
Third or
installments?
fourth?
All I can think of is Blade Runner.
I wouldn't go with Blade Runner if that's what you're thinking.
What about June? Did June come out? But I'm not going to go June. I was just
I wouldn't
thinking
go
about
June
that.
either.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, now I'm out of movies. Okay.
Throw one out there.
How much help? I'm going to ask Kush here because, this is yours.
I think I know. Is one of them a superhero film that Ro may have seen?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Okay,
No,
well,
no.
I am just going to go a Marvel movie and I'm going to go Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man did come
It
out
did
this
come
year.
out.
Yeah, I
Hey,
was thinking Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about.
Good movie, but no, unfortunately not in the top
That's
10.
interesting.
All right, Kush, we
That's
come back to
literally
you.
the one movie I've watched this year.
Okay. I'm going to go for the one that made waves on TikTok and Instagram because it got shunned by the Hollywood production company, Sound of Freedom.
Well done, Kush. This man knows his movies. Number 4, Sound of Freedom.
I've never even heard of that film.
I'm pretty sure.
Is that like the sequel to
QAnon.
Sound of Music or something?
No, it's not.
I can guarantee you safely it ain't. Oh,
It's about human trafficking, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
All right, Miguel. So far, we've gone number 1, number 2, number 4, number 6, and number 7. So you've got 5 more to choose from.
Brother, I couldn't tell you another movie that
Has
came
Nick
out this
seen
year.
potentially the 2 movies you were talking about?
You might have seen. Oh, how much of a. Again, I have to
Give me
look
a
at
hint.
you.
Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
All right, one of these movies has a skin on Fortnite.
There's too many skins, brother.
It's the skin, though, that, sends a shiver down your spine.
John Wick.
Ah, God damn.
Number 5, John Wick Chapter 4.
Let's go, Migs. I'm
All
rooting
right.
for Migs here because I want Kush to buy the present.
Oh, no.
Kush, we still have number 3 remaining. Number 8, number 9, and number 10.
So, Seth, you mentioned that it's all movies, but also not all Hollywood,
Correct.
which means I'm thinking Bollywood, and I'm thinking a Bollywood one that also made waves on TikTok
Did it?
with our boy Shah Rukh Khan. I'm going to say Pathan. Is that one?
Number 10 on the list.
Wow.
That's all
Yeah,
knowledge.
I'm gonna go for
I
that.
think my race is run.
That was a valiant effort.
That was a great effort with all the hints I was given. I know, The Little Mermaid.
Not in the top 10,
Oh,
so
that's
well
a
done,
shame.
Kush. All
Who's
right,
10?
so the top 10. Number 10 was Pathan, as you said.
Yeah.
Number 9 was Creed 3.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 8 was Gadar 2. I've never heard of that.
Gadar.
What the hell is that?
Number 7, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Number 6, Avatar: The Way of Water. Number 5, John Wick Chapter 4. Number 4, Sound of Freedom. Number 3 was Jawan, the other Shah Rukh Khan movie.
Okay.
Number 2 was Oppenheimer. And number 1, as Rose said, was Barbie. So Kush, you'll get the point there. So currently it's Kush 1, row 1. Next, we'll move to sports teams. So this is your chance, Manu. I'm looking at one man only. All right. Kush, we'll start with you. Sports teams for 2023.
All right. I am going to go with a man that plays in that team, LeBron James. I'm going to say, I think he plays in that team. Los Angeles Lakers.
LA Lakers is number 2. Well done, Kush.
We're 2 down.
We'll go to Manu.
Problem is, right, whenever we play this, the teams I think are there are never there, right?
Just go for the most obvious one you're thinking.
I don't have an obvious
You
one.
said it before.
Stop hinting. This guy doesn't need the hint.
Yeah, I don't need the hints.
this
I don't
guy
need the
is.
hints. If I go out swinging. What did I say? I didn't even know what I said, bro.
Yeah, that's
There
right.
you
You
go.
said
Yeah,
nothing.
you said Avatar: The Way of Water and
That's
Little
right.
Mermaid and stuff. You better
I
joke
don't know
about
why they're
Saturn
getting so
music.
pressed. They've lost already.
You said John Wick. Is that a team?
I don't care. I'm not buying a fucking
Yeah.
gift regardless. I'm here to have fun.
I'm not.
What happened in the world of sports, dude? I actually don't know. Manchester City.
He's number 4 on the list.
Okay. I think I know number 1, Inter Miami.
Is
Yes.
number 1 on the
Yes.
list. All right. So shut up. We've got
Shush.
shush. We got number 1 Inter Miami, number 2 LA Lakers, number 4 Manchester City. Back to you, Kushagra.
I'm going to go for the World Cup that happened this year, the Indian cricket team.
Well done. Number 9, Kushagra.
I was
Well
gonna
done.
say there were a couple of cricket teams last year gone past.
All right.
Actually good because usually you go like RCB or something.
Yeah.
Like Chennai
IPL.
Super Kings, yeah.
Rising Super Giants Pune or something. All right. Back to you, Manu.
Oh, there's too many sports, man. I don't know. Global as well.
Global.
Football, but then every time I guess another football team is never on there. Let's go Barcelona.
Is not on the list.
There you go, boys.
Huge.
All right. So now it's between Row and Kush, and we've got 6 more to get.
And would I know these teams?
Yep.
All of them probably.
You would have
right?
heard of, I reckon, all of them.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
I don't know about Kush, but you've probably definitely heard of all.
I'm an idiot. I'll give Kush this hint because you should know sports, bro.
Yeah, but I don't know. Again, you also know sports and you just got knocked out. So
Because I know too many sports potentially.
so do I. All right. Now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking NBA franchises. I'm thinking more footballing franchises. Okay. So I'm just waffling on here. I'm going to pass.
Oh, I can't pass now. Jesus, that's cold, bro. That's cold from you.
Kushagra, wow.
Niggs, you got to give me a hint after all those movies.
but I don't know if I'm right. That's completely different.
That's fine. That's
so
fine.
what? So number 1 was Inter Miami. Why Inter Miami?
Because Messi went and traded there.
All right. So there's Messi, and who else is there?
There's Ronaldo.
And
Did he do anything?
did he move teams?
Oh, okay. That
he
helps
move teams?
nicely.
Oh fuck, he doesn't even know.
Oh, no. He moved teams? Cristiano.
Because everyone's searching Inter Miami because no one knows Inter Miami, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
But then I don't know because there's a lot of press about
Yeah,
you know,
transfers and stuff. That's
them
true.
lot, but I don't know. Actually, this could be completely off the grid. Then remember, it's global, so maybe you can go again. Basketball
Okay.
is NFL is that big of a draw? Is NBL that big of a draw? You're in Yankees gear.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about Boston that happened this year, but I don't know what Boston team that was. What are they called? The Globetrotters or something like that?
The Red Sox?
Oh, sorry.
Globetrotters.
No,
Wow.
he said Globe Troppers.
Yeah, what team is that?
The Harlem.
The Harlem Globetrotters,
Okay, they can
the
step into
exhibition team that played to entertain.
All right, ain't them. I'm going to have to say an answer now. I'm going to go the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I would not have gone to Minnesota.
I don't know, man.
They're not even the most famous team from Minnesota. They're not on the list, Kushagra. Ro, I still want an answer from you, though, to win.
Of course, yeah. So Manny's helped out nicely.
Yep.
Ronaldo's gone to a Saudi Arabian team. Now, the name of the team is now one that I need to try and figure out. Is it Al Nassr?
It is absolutely Al Nassr, and they're number 3 on the list. So, Ro, you get the point there. Well done.
Yes.
Donkey behavior.
All
from
right, let me
man.
go through the top 10. So, 10, Kush, you were right. Boston Bruins were number 10.
I swear there's a Boston team hanging around there.
Number 9 was the Indian national team. Number 8 was Borussia Dortmund. Number 7.
Is that because of Harry Kane?
No, that's because of Bellingham.
Okay.
And also, Kane did not go to Dortmund.
Yeah, he went to Bayern Munich.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wrong
Well, there
German
you go.
team.
Number 7 was Al Hilal, the other.
Neymar went there.
Yeah. Number 6 was Texas Rangers because they won the baseball. Number 5 was Miami Heat. They made the NBA playoffs. Sorry, the finals.
They did.
Number 4 was Man City. Number 3 was Al Nassr. Number 2 was LA Lakers. And number 1 was Inter Miami.
Well done, Roy. Well done.
Well
I
done.
don't, if I didn't get the Al Nassr, I don't think I would have got the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones were kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Wasn't
All
the
right.
final Miami versus Timberwolves, or was that something else?
Shut up about the Timberwolves,
Sorry,
bro.
sorry,
It was the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, okay. I don't know why Minnesota.
Mate, you
Is it because
really-
did your my player move to Minnesota in NBA 2K? Is that why they're in here?
Giannis?
No, they have Carl Anthony Towns.
He plays for Milwaukee, bro.
I think that was
They have
the team
Rudy,
that I was thinking.
Rudy Gobert.
Okay, no, definitely. I don't know
Don't worry
why.
about it then.
Alrighty. We'll move on to Australian searches now. So currently Roe is winning 2-1.
2-1.
All right, that's the end of the global searches. Currently Roe is 2-1 up to Kush. Manu yet to get a point. Well, let's look at the Australian searches now. Let's go a bit closer to home. Let me test how well you know the Australian searches. So we'll start with maybe news, a nice broad one. So we'll start with you, Manu. Give me the top 10 news events that were searched for in Australia for 2023.
The Australian events or just searched in Australia.
Searched in Australia, correct.
So surely we've got, the conflict happening in Israel, Palestine, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm. Oh, that's your answer.
That's my answer.
Correct. Number 2, war in Israel and Gaza
Number 2.
is number 2.
Okay.
Something happened this year, which, I know it affected me. It affected a few other people.
It affected you. Okay. All right. Let's turn back the clock a little bit on 2023, shall we? All right, I'm thinking if it affected you,
Yeah.
you had a very big complaint. You complained nonstop, Darren.
We talked about it on this podcast multiple times.
Then it has to be the Optus outage, does it
Correct. That is the number 1 news search in
Scathing
Australia.
rant from Sen.
For 2023, the Optus outage beating Israel and Gaza.
Australian priorities.
All right, Kush. Currently, we have the top 2.
Yeah. I mean, you talked about some global events that potentially we would have talked about, some big daddy events.
Mm.
I'm going to go with the old submarine debacle that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Ocean's Gate.
Ocean's Gate. Well done. That is number 6 on the list. All righty. So we got 3. We need 7 more. Manu, back to you.
Thinking, normally when these searches, there's always politics involved.
Mm.
What happened politically?
Maybe Trump. Is Trump back?
Stop with that.
I think India's going for an election soon.
Oh, yeah. Australians are searching about
Narendra Modi.
To be
shush.
fair, he did come, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I will go something we also talked about on the pod, the referendum.
Referendum is number 3 on the
voice.
list.
The
Well
voice.
done. The
Pass
voice.
from you, Meeks.
All
Okay,
right.
Well, now I'm in a bit of trouble, boys. I'm in actually all sorts of trouble here.
All right. So we got 4. We need 6 more. And there's some doozies here. I will say that. Like, I'd be very surprised if you got any of these.
Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to pass immediately.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a chance here to win the game.
What do you mean win the game?
To stay in the game.
Yeah, stay
We
in
all
the
have a
game.
chance to win the game at this point.
Win the round.
Win the round. Win the round.
Well,
What are you thinking, Kush?
I'm thinking about politics, right? We talked about Trump. We talked about Biden, but
We already-
he's definitely not there.
We already talked about the referendum.
But I think there's more politics here. I don't know the specific one, but I'm just going to talk about Albo. Mr. Albanese.
Mm.
Surely he's there as an event. Maybe he
It was
was
a news event. Are you sure?
Albanese's potential resignation urged on by the public. That's what I'm going to go for.
Are you sure, Kush?
Yeah, I'm going to go for that.
Are you 100% sure?
No, this is not Millionaire Hot Seat. You're
Okay.
Eddie McGuire.
All right, that is not in the top 10.
Wow, what a surprise.
All righty. Miguel, back to you.
Election Kush is what you were saying. There was a New South Wales election, no?
Was there?
Was it?
There was.
I don't
Didn't we
remember
vote?
voting. I don't remember voting in this.
Did we vote? Why is Chris Minns in power, bro? That happened.
Who?
I don't know how that happened. But that happened. I'm going that.
The New South Wales election is number 10. Well
Dude,
done.
how has this guy got the number 10? thing
Don't
on the
gaslight me,
list?
bro. Don't gaslight me. You always think politics in
All right.
these sort of
So
questions.
we're on the top 3, number 6 and number 10. So there's 5 more to get.
All right. Well,
I'm respectfully in danger.
There's 5 more.
how many of them, like, realistically should I get? Be honest.
Honestly, if you get any of these, it would be a massive shock. Even Manu getting the New South Wales election. So.
You ain't up to date. You don't even remember the important cultural events, boys. That's kind of poor.
Okay, let's go through let me just simmer for a second. Let the mind turn.
All right.
Okay.
There's a couple global things and only one more local thing on this list.
All right. Well, I think I have a better shot with global potentially.
That's what I would say as well.
The only thing that is coming to my head is I went to a family Christmas event recently, and these like 13-year-old boys were quoting Andrew Tate, and Cobra Tate, I think he's in jail or something now.
Was that this year?
Was that this year? I thought that was last year.
No. He's in jail or something. Now he's in house arrest, but they were spewing absolute hate speech. And so I'll lock in the big man himself, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate is the fourth most searched thing in Australia.
Oh, well done, Ro. Well done.
That's actually,
I forgot about that completely. Fair
Concerning.
play.
he's fourth in Australia.
In Australia.
Oh, dude, I worry about the state of
The young boys.
the young boys and girls. Oh, not girls. Definitely not. No girls are searching Andrew Tate.
All right. There's
We are worried for the girls who will be affected by.
The young boys.
Correct.
Again.
Exactly.
all right. There's four more.
I am in big trouble. You said what? How many global? How many local?
There's 3 global, 1 local, 1 here.
Do you know
I'll
anything?
help you out. There was a few natural disasters. Does that ring any bells?
Oh.
No.
All right. Maybe one. How well do you know your Indian politics?
I am going for Hail Mary. I'm going for that bloke that tried to eat an ibis. Is that the local one?
Yes.
Yeah, him.
Top
that,
10 searches in Eastwood.
that was big in some circles, no?
Unfortunately, that is not in the top 10 searches for Australia.
Can you have a quick look and see where Tom Quash, do a little bit of a where are we now with Tommy?
I'll do that after the fact. We'll go through the top 10. So the top 10 was, number 10 was New South Wales election results. Number 9, Russell Brand. Got cancelled this year. Number 8, why I asked you, Manu, about the Indian politics. The Chandrayaan 3 satellite. Or
Oh,
something.
yeah. Fuck. I really should have got that one.
Yeah, you love chutkas, dude. I thought you were an Indian stand now.
Food only.
Number 7, Turkey earthquake. Number 6, submarine. Number 5, earthquake in Melbourne.
Hey?
Apparently there was one earlier this year. Number 4, Andrew Tate. Number 3, referendum. Number 2, Israel-Palestine. Number 1, Optus outage. So, Ro, you get the point there. Moving on to the next one. We'll start with you again, Ro. I want the top 10 most searched Australians for 2023.
Okay, well, surely I'm thinking World Cup was here, Women's World Cup. Sam Kerr was injured. Surely Sam Kerr is on this list.
Bang. Sam Kerr, number 1.
Let's
just
go.
like that. Kush.
Well, Ro's giving me a hint. I'm talking World Cup here already. I know the second biggest player, Mary Fowler.
You'd go Mary Fowler, you
I'm
reckon?
going Mary Fowler.
Not Mackenzie Arnold,
the goalkeeper hero?
Why
She's
would
in-
she be in it?
No, she's in the newsletters, penalty shootout.
Yeah, and she
That
got
is- that
and
is
she changed
fair.
clubs as well. But no, what are you saying?
I think Mary Fowler, because the whole thing with Nathan Cleary as well. I'm going to go Mary Fowler.
Bang, number 2, Mary Fowler.
Not bad. All right.
Manu.
Is Nathan Cleary on it, dude? Is that where I'm going?
Because didn't Penrith win the final?
Penrith did win the grand final.
They did. Is
And Nathan Cleary, heroic performance.
Exactly, man of the
yeah,
match.
then you can guess them when it's your turn, right?
Okay, you're not going to guess it.
Rose said it earlier. Barbie, surely Margot Robbie is on that list.
Unfortunately,
Seriously?
not. Margot Robbie is not on
What?
this list. Yeah, I
Biggest
don't know.
fucking movie,
Yeah.
surely.
Take it up with Google, man. Not on the
Maybe
top
I will.
10.
Where's Google Australia? Look that up for me as well.
Okay, well now that's actually thrown me a little bit because I'm using the search history on like for the global news
That's
to
what I was
inform
thinking.
my Australian sports people. Like, can people search like, Inter Miami Lionel Messi in this list? Or what's the that's not my guess. I'm just asking as a friend.
Maybe if Lionel Messi was from Mount Druitt or something. These are Australians, mate.
All right, so I'm just waffling on. I'm gonna chuck in a Michael Clark.
Michael Clark is number 3 on the list.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is his incident in Noosa. And I'm thinking
Beefing.
him and Carl Stefanovic just went ham.
Big Carlos.
And then
What happened after that?
Michael Clark then went on 60 Minutes and promoted his Lemon, Lime and Bitters affiliated company. So Michael Clark has been, I think he also has a radio gig.
I think he lost the radio gig
Oh, did
because of
he?
all this. So yeah, he's had a big year. So good on you, Michael. All right. So back to you, Kushagra.
I'm thinking about celebrity as well. And I think there's a bigger celebrity who had a pretty large divorce this year. One of a famous Australian celebrity, Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's a
3 as well.
great guess, Kushag.
Oh, is that too-
Unfortunately, not in the top 10.
Is it too recent potentially?
Yeah, because that only happened like what, in October, November?
No, you're right on that. But also the news that he was coming back for Deadpool 3, I thought maybe.
It's not a
That's
bad
a
guess.
that's a
actually a
great
very
guess.
good guess. Unfortunately, not in the top 10.
Dude, just quietly, like wasn't him and his wife like the perfect couple or something? Like 30 years married.
Hollywood, man. Nothing's perfect there.
It's all it's an illusion.
It's all a sham.
Kush is taking it personally, this divorce. All right, Ro, it looks like you win the point there.
Bang.
But do you want to have a guess? Anyone else want to jump in with any top 10s that they reckon?
Surely the politician, right? One behind the voice. Surely that one.
Albanese.
That's what I've. But apparently, no one really likes Albanese. So.
Albo's not in the top 10.
Okay, yeah, right, fair enough.
But isn't that a bit weird? Like the prime minister's not in the top 10.
Yeah, that is. I do find that actually.
Who's
weird.
searching Anthony Albanese, man? Who's searching that?
I don't know. Once you got the voice there as well, I thought Albanese would be a central figure in that.
Yeah.
I know you said Nathan Cleary before, not in the top 10, but there is another footy player there.
What do you?
That I don't know.
Josh Adokar. Didn't he us someone?
Is it Luai? Isn't he moving to like the
He's going to
Tigers? Like for
but
$6 million or some
again,
insane
it's-
contract?
It's not Adokar, it's
What
not
about
Luai.
what about that guy who was an absolute menace to minors, the basketball guy?
Oh, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, Giddy.
Again, that's too recent. That was only a few
Ah,
weeks ago.
okay.
That would have been that's a good guess.
All right, do you guys
Give us the
up?
top 10.
Yeah,
No,
give
the
us
top 10. Number 10 was Lydia Thorpe, who was the one behind The Voice.
Yep.
Number 9, Ellie Carpenter. Number 8, Kathleen Folbig. Number 7, Tim Zhu.
Mm.
Boxer.
Boxer. Number 6, Bianca Sensori.
Oh, that's,
No idea.
that's Kanye West's wife, I think. That's the one.
Wife?
Or girlfriend. His new
I think it's
girlfriend.
ex-wife. Are they
Something like
divorced
that,
now?
yeah. Who knows? Kanye West. is
I
doing
saw
his big one at
I saw
moment.
some crazy Italy photos
Of Kanye.
and his wife on like a boat.
Kim K.
No, apparently this chick was like performing some lewd sexual act on him on a boat in Italy.
What do you mean apparently?
Give me a
You saw the
second, boys.
photo, no?
As in like, it's just, yeah. Well, it's Kanye. It's like a pat photo of Kanye on the boat from the back and he's like pants like half pulled down. And the second image is whatever, Bianca Sensori like emerging. And apparently they've been banned from the yacht company and Italy's not happy with Kanye.
The last name like that, you'd surely hope that'd be censored.
Number 5, Dan Andrews. Number 4,
Oh.
Reese Walsh.
Dude, that's who Adokar us, no? In the old
Oh, in
state of origin.
Yes,
Got
correct.
the wrong player.
Number 3, Michael Clark. Number 2, Mary Fallon. Number 1, Sam Kerr. Rowie, you've won.
Beautiful.
3 points, but we'll play one round anyway, just for a bit of fun. We'll look at the top 10 sports searches in Australia for 2023, and we'll start with Kushagra.
Okay, top 10 sports searches. Come on. Australian Women's World Cup.
Bang.
Nice.
Women's World Cup, number 3.
Cricket World Cup. My favorite World Cup.
The World Cup.
Exactly.
Number 1, bang.
The only other thing, again, probably cricket related. I don't know if this is definitely on it, but the Ashes was played this year.
Perfect. Number 2 on the list. So we got 1, 2, and 3,
Right.
just like that. The
Podium
rest,
complete.
Done. I can go for another cricket one.
Go on.
The Big Bash League.
Perfect. Number 5.
BBL.
The BBL. Oh, I reckon people were looking up BBL for other reasons. And Google thought it was just a sport they were looking up.
Wait, the BBL started 2 weeks ago.
But
No,
it goes until like Feb, so like the first 2 months of the
Beginning of
year,
the
plus
year.
like the back
No, but-
end.
Yeah, okay, fine.
And I reckon all the Indians are probably looking up BBL as well. Again, probably not for cricket reasons. But anyway, that is number 5 on the list. Manu.
If I'm searching sport things, I search I get my scores off Google, right?
Yeah.
So I'm searching NBA, I'm searching Premier League,
Mm.
Champions League. I feel like it's the
Yeah.
biggest tournament.
And you'd be correct. Number 6 on the
Wow.
list. Well done.
Lovely.
All right, now I'm in a bit of trouble.
Well, Manu was just saying he just uses, Google to search for scores. So, you got NBA, MLB, NHL, MLS,
The,
NRL, AFL. There's some big ones there.
I
Chinese
use the Google
darts,
searches. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Cockfighting.
Under 13 Kazakhstani basketball.
Exactly. So J League, just copy that. The world's your oyster there, bro. Just look up. Just give me another league.
Esports, Fortnite, Battle Royale competition. Maybe.
Exactly.
Competitive
Rocket
Excel.
League, yeah.
Okay, maybe NBA.
NBA, not on the list, bro.
Ah.
Wow, hey, all right.
That you've just led me down a garden path. there.
Now I'm going to be a spot of bother here. All right, look, I'm thinking about, you're talking about sports overall. Inter Miami's got to be there, right? the sports team that Lionel Messi himself went to?
Let's think about this, Kush. We've talked about different competitions so
fuck
far.
off. That's the biggest gimme I've heard, man.
And you're naming a team.
Well, yeah, I think it's quite big. I'm going to go into Miami.
Why?
Inter Miami's not on the list, brother.
Isn't football like big in Australia?
Yeah, but everything else has been a competition. You just named it one team.
No Australian is searching into Miami like multiple
Specific,
times.
exactly.
Yeah, it's so
All right.
niche.
Manu, for your chance to win this point.
I'm in hot bother as well because I'm all out.
You can pass. We'll just come back to you.
Or if you get it wrong, Kush is actually back in.
And I don't want that. What's been happening recently?
I feel like actually I've already won this game anyway. So
Yeah, you can pipe down for a second.
okay.
So I had a meeting at work, right, with people at Foxtel, and they own KO, and they're talking about all these sort of sports that are big and upcoming. And recently, I think they said they got golf recently, but I can't remember what golf.
Wii Golf.
And not Wii Golf.
Spectacular game.
PGA 2K24.
What's that putting challenge from The Simpsons?
Oh no, Manu, surely
Lee
yeah.
Carvalho's putting challenge.
Because
Is that
there's
a bone storm?
so niche. So there's the Australian Open
Thrill ho.
of golf that's happened recently, but I don't think it would be that.
Himwu Lee.
Is Live Golf on there?
Live Golf is number
Yeah,
9 on
let's
the
go.
list. Well done.
Who the fuck's Live
You don't know Live Golf?
Mate,
No,
Cam
what is it?
Smith signing like $1 billion contract to play Live.
Essentially, the Saudi Arabians just created their own like golf tournament as well, and then all these massive golfers just went and joined them.
And I'll be live on KO.
How is that?
I'd love
there
it.
and not into Miami. I don't know.
Again, Kush, it was competitions, not specific
Yeah,
teams.
fair enough.
So the top 10, number 10 was United Cup. Number 9 was Live Golf. Number 8, FA Cup.
Ooh, that's another one.
Number 7, UFC 294. Number 6, Champions League. Number 5, BBL. Big Bash if you want, maybe. I don't know. Number 4, Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury.
Oh my God.
I did search that.
That's shocking.
I believe I
That's-
searched that
They
multiple
probably
times.
left off the last part of that search, which was, illegal live stream or something like that.
yeah. That is what I searched. To a T.
Allegedly.
And then the top 3, as we said, number 3, Women's World Cup, number 2, Ashes, and number 1, Cricket World Cup. Doesn't matter anyway. Ro, you won. Kush, you are the loser.
Yep.
You will need to buy a listener a present. So how should the listeners actually sign up for this competition?
So we got one more Frisbee game before the end of year. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a post up. And all you have to do is, first make sure that you like the post. all right?
Absolutely.
Make sure then you share the post. Make sure then you also subscribe to us on Instagram. All right, Spotify. Sorry, I'm going to the outro. I apologize. But the main thing here is that you need to leave a comment on what you think the score will be. And just write down what do you think the margin's going to be like? Just make sure you make it clear what the Critical Banter team is. If you're going to say 17-3, make sure 17 is Critical Banter or something. And whoever's closest to the points or the margin, etc., will be the winner, and I will be giving you a gift.
Simple as that.
As usual, we're sponsored by our good friends here at Manscaped. And with that, the new year is coming, 2024. That's crazy, guys. 2024. I'm hearing people are born in 2000s. Isn't that crazy? Some guy
That
comes
is
up to you,
insane.
2001, I'm born. It's a bit weird. Anyway, step into 2024 with confidence thanks to Manscaped, where resolutions are met and hairs are neatly kept.
Wow.
As the new year approaches, why not make self-improvement a breeze by keeping your body well groomed? And that is with the Manscaped Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, the
Wow.
ultimate all-inclusive kit designed to help you feel clean-cut and confident as you should. It features a powerhouse Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the next-gen trimmer that ensures precision and ease when tackling your toughest hairs. But included in this is the brand new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer, the essential aftercare products like the Crop Soother and the Crop Preserver anti-chafing ball deodorant, and 2 free gifts. What they
Wow.
are? Well, there's one way to find out. You go to the website, off you go, you add the 5.0 Ultra into your cart, you buy it, but don't forget to use the code TCB at checkout. And you know what you get with that? You get 20% off and free shipping. So remember, guys, for the new year, TCB at checkout.
We are no longer doing blind rankings. We've had a few technical issues today and a few mental issues. So now we're in our 3rd hour of recording and we just simply do not have the mental capacity to blind rank anything. So instead we're going to do some mind your manners because we really just want to rant about stuff right now. And Ro, just literally 30 seconds before we started recording, hit us with a great hypothetical. Do we feel Christmassy this year?
What does this have to do with mind your manners, bro?
We'll
Just
get
a
there.
little
We'll get
intro.
there. We'll get there. And for our new listeners, mind your manners. We talk about social etiquettes and what's the right thing and wrong things to do in various scenarios. And we'll get there. We've got a few.
Okay.
But Ro asked a very poignant question. Do you feel Christmassy? And I'll be honest, I don't.
I'm going to answer no as well. I don't know what it is about this year. Just
You
it's.
have no idea why you don't feel Christmassy this year.
I think part of it is because my office shuts down on like the 22nd, so I don't have the lead up to Christmas.
Isn't that every office?
No, but sometimes you have the week before off.
Nah,
I had that last year.
Oh, really?
So I had a build up of, I'm free this whole Wednesday. I'm going to go see some lights. I'm going to go see a Christmas market. Whereas this year it's tools down, bang, Christmas come and gone.
I'm with you on that. We're tools down on the 22nd as well. And there's no tools down energy this year. Everyone's actually still hustling to do work until the very last day. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I think that's why I'm feeling a bit less Christmassy, right? Because work is usually at December 1st is when you start really winding down.
Correct.
But this year it's been go, go, go. I saw the Aussie corporate posted something where I think Deloitte or some accounting firm has a new Christmas challenge where everyone's going to work an extra 2 billable hours a week in order to end the year strong.
No, I don't think it's too extra. It's which team can get the most extra billable hours.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Disgusting.
And the prize is if you get like a team event sponsored for next year. So, that's the kind of energy that's being thrown around in 2023.
Better be Delta in Luna Park with fucking Guy Sebastian as well.
It's not gonna be
I don't
that.
think it's that, bro. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know why every business, maybe it's because of the, tough economic conditions. So everyone needs to, just pull your boots up or whatever.
The reason I don't feel Christmassy, I think, is because usually we have like a Christmas party at my house. Like we organize a little get together.
For work.
No. It's just family related.
Oh.
with the cleaners as well, right? They come and join your Christmas party.
And this year, mate, it was not hosted at my house. It was hosted at somewhere else. And it was a delightful Christmas party, but it just did not feel the same.
The traditions have been broken this year, haven't they?
Exactly.
The classic
That's what it
traditions.
is.
So the first etiquette, I guess, we want to talk about is when is it too early to down tools at work?
I say it's the moment someone, this normally happens the last quarter, to be honest. Someone in November or October goes, look, the end of the year's coming up. I'm like, say less. If the end of the year's coming up, then so am I. The end of my work reign is also coming
No,
up.
but October is outrageous.
Your quarter is a big
Come on.
3 months of down tools, man.
It takes a long time to wind down is what I'm saying. It's a gradual process for me. So from the beginning of October till December, I slowly wind down. Where it hits December, I'm like, look, this is a next year problem, buddy. Like,
You're already like in that mood start of December.
I'm in the start of October, to be honest.
It's like, have you seen that video? Like the meme of like, I thought EOD means end of December.
Yeah.
That's
I think for me, it's like it's easy in at the start of December, but when you start seeing in your calendar that your manager's on leave,
yeah.
the head of is on leave,
Yeah.
the person you work with is on leave, the client is starting to be on leave, that's when it starts to like just all dwindle down nicely.
Yeah.
The Christmas party invites start coming in.
Yeah.
Meetings are getting cancelled, lunches are getting put in. That's when it all starts to dwindle down and
You're off.
I'm off.
But not this year. Anyways, that's number one. Etiquette, I agree with that. I think like early December, 10th, is when it's time to just cool off a little bit on the jets.
Yeah.
A long, hard year is complete and you deserve a little bit of a break.
Usually, if you have a late Christmas party, I feel like after Christmas party, that's it. You're done for the year.
Yeah. It's usually like a signal is like that. That's when work is decided that you're finished.
What about next etiquette? What about, wishing someone a Merry Christmas or, Happy New Year? How early can you say it to someone? I said it to a few people during this week on about like the 10th or 11th of December.
That's way too. What the fuck? You're 2 weeks
In what
behind, bro.
context?
All right, let me give a bit of
I think
context.
it's fine.
Set the scene.
So it was on Thursday after soccer, and I said goodbye to people who I knew I won't see until our next soccer game, which will be about the 10th of Jan. So I'm not going to see them for the next few weeks. So I, got ahead of it. I said, have a good Christmas, have a good New Year. I'll see you, Chief.
Yeah, that's
fine.
different. That's different.
If you said Merry Christmas then, like, when you leave,
I think I did say Merry Christmas to a few people.
no.
that's weird.
I agree. You can do that if you definitely know you're not seeing them until like 10th of Jan.
It's still 2 weeks away, bro.
Now have a Merry Christmas, have a good New Year. I'll see you next year.
I'm front ending it, mate.
I don't
But
know.
at work, I think it's a bit
No,
rogue.
work, of course not. Unless someone's going on leave or something.
No, if it's at work, I would just say have a good break. That's it.
Yeah, can you even say?
Happy holidays type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, actually. So we have like quarterly meetings, and our last quarterly meeting was in November. So I wouldn't see like one of the directors until our next quarterly meeting, which is in Feb. So I hit him with the hope you have a good Christmas and New Year's on like the 20th of November.
I think that is outrageous.
Yeah, that's outrageous. A month before, brother.
Everyone else said it. To be fair, I was the first one to say it, and then everyone else started copying.
It's a
me.
sheep,
Yeah,
bro.
because now they're worried that you're the one who started the goddamn trend.
Yeah, I think if you're not going to see someone over the Christmas period, it's fair game to wish them at any point in time. Back to your point, though, good question. Are you allowed to say Merry Christmas to everyone?
Well, no, because to my point, one of our team members on our soccer team is a famous Muslim man, and I told him to his face, Merry Christmas,
Yeah, but that's
brother.
because you're a menace. Like, it's
Yeah.
No, it was just a slip of the tongue.
I
You
always
just
stick with a good break because people go on holidays.
That is so impersonal,
yeah.
man.
What do you mean?
Have a good break.
Yeah.
It's not not high school. You're not going on summer holidays, man. It's just have a
School is like,
yeah. Is it wrong to wish a Muslim
Well,
Merry Christmas?
I
they're
think
still
it's
doing
fine,
Christmas
but it's
parties.
just- yeah.
It's not like some places do end of year party, but
Yeah, my old workplace did a holiday party. They didn't do a Christmas party. It wasn't called that because it needed to be a bit more inclusive of faith.
most places are doing Christmas still. So I think you're well in your rights.
I don't know. My one as well is end of year. No sign of a Christmas.
Is it to have a restful, wonderful and restful holidays?
That's literally what's the message that's coming through. I haven't seen it finishes off with the end also, have a nice Christmas, have a nice New Year's. But most importantly, the message is hope you guys have a good break, essentially. Rest up.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I can see why they do that, but I'll sprinkle Merry Christmas, but at the appropriate times, not in November.
Yeah,
I think like last 2 weeks, work context especially, last 2 weeks, that's when you can gamble on if I might not talk to you, enjoy.
And then you're only wishing Merry Christmas on the day.
Yeah.
I think, Merry
yeah.
Christmas is on the day.
Can you say have a good Christmas?
You can say have
Early.
a good Christmas up until the 25th.
Correct.
25th, you say Merry Christmas. And
And then you move
26th,
on.
you shelve it until 1 December the next year.
No,
26 you
26
go-
you start the new year.
Oh, yeah. Then you start the new year.
So
That's
you
right,
have like
that's right.
after Boxing Day onwards, it's a new year
Okay.
type thing.
But how long after 1st of Jan can you say Happy New Year?
No, you can't.
Okay,
you
no, let's
can,
say
you
you see
can.
your family, on the 2nd of Jan, 3rd of Jan. You haven't seen them obviously since the new year. Can you be like, Happy New Year, brother?
Have you not messaged them?
Let's say you have, but you haven't seen them in person.
Oh, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to be like, casually, New Year, new us.
What do you mean, brother?
I agree. I don't think I'm directly saying Happy New Year.
Yes,
I absolutely am.
Not.
You absolutely are, dude.
You absolutely are.
No, not on the
Dude,
second day.
All right,
No,
you're
no.
coming to work, 7th of Jan, you're going back to work. You're like, it's Zoom meeting. Everyone's like, how's everyone's break? You're not saying Happy New Year to everyone?
No.
I am. Absolutely.
Actually, I flip my mind. I am.
You absolutely
The very first
are,
thing
dude.
I will say is Happy New Year, actually.
Happy New Year. How was your break, boss? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm. I
Send
think-
glazes at work. That's what I've realized. Heavy glaze, bro.
Sucker. This guy's bending over as well. Jesus Christ, man.
I think the new year is happy, honestly, until the end of January.
No.
Okay, see.
It's by person. The first time you see them in the new year,
Yeah.
you can wish someone a happy new
Bro,
year.
we have
If-
another public holiday before the end of January. What do you mean?
Wait, which one's this, Kush?
Australia.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. It's just a day where we celebrate something.
No, so like going back to it, if I see Sen 2nd of Jan, I can wish him happy new year. If I see you, Kush, 26th Jan, I can still wish you happy.
Oh,
if I haven't seen you all fucking
Nah,
fine,
respectfully,
10th.
nah.
Let's say 10th. Let's move back
I'll
to
give
10th.
you 10.
But then if I see Sen on 10th or even 9th, I can't say because I've already seen him.
I'm giving you 7 days max. Anything
No.
more than the first week? No way.
No, that's
bro.
too short. Yes, I agree with Manu completely. It's the first time. You can only say Happy New Year once to someone.
What? So if you haven't seen someone until like March, are you going to go up to them and be like, oh, Happy New Year, mate? I haven't seen you in a while.
Obviously not. That's what I'm saying. The New Year is only happy end of I think you can do it 25th
Until-
of Jan.
I'm pushing mid-Jan.
February, that's when you stop.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think it's mid-Jan.
I'm pushing mid-Jan and that's it. Bro, you can't go to the end of January. A month has gone by.
So you're sitting there on the 30th of Jan and you're still saying Happy New Year.
No, to a person that I haven't seen. Oh, like my good friend that I haven't seen for a while. Happy New Year.
Have you ever done that?
No, because I usually see my friends
Yeah,
or the
see,
people that I want
No,
to see
I think you
around the time.
I think you acknowledge it's a new year, but you don't say Happy New Year.
Exactly. You go down
Yeah.
that path. It's a new year, guys.
You
Why
still
would
acknowledge
it? it's the new year.
You just announce it.
Yeah.
Just walk into the office. Well. New Year, guys. No, I'm sure you guys will talk about it, though, like New Year resolutions and that kind of stuff. It just naturally pops up. But you don't.
You don't go head for Happy New Year.
Like Jan 22nd, bro. No way.
Yeah, right, that's a bit
Jan
outrageous.
22nd, you're starting to go into Chinese New Year territory at that point.
Yeah.
So maybe you can still keep the.
The new year going.
Well, on that theme, though, like this idea of dates and when you can, say stuff. I'm curious as well. You know, when people start to ask that any plans for Christmas and New Year, when do you start dropping
Dude,
that?
I'm asking that in October, to be completely honest with you. I'm a fucking.
In October.
Yeah. But dude, once we pass that October long weekend, like your NRL grand finals done, your AFL
Labor
grand final,
Day.
it's, for me, that's Christmas season at that point.
No, I still think
I reckon
No.
October, November, you start asking.
I've
Christmas
got
plans.
more chat than that. Than asking about Christmas in October.
I think I'm going December 1st, probably the start of December, right?
Well,
Is when you're going to start dropping.
Holding that thought, I remember you telling me that, because I remember you guys put up your Christmas tree in this house quite early, and you're like, oh, in Philippine tradition, any month that ends in Burr, you can start putting the Christmas tree up.
Yeah, it's a big filler thing, yeah.
So September.
Yeah. Sometimes the Christmas tree's up in September.
Is that not mad to you?
It is. I just never
okay.
said I agree, but that's just a done thing in the
But I've
Philippines.
never heard that before.
Oh, the more you
tradition,
know.
cultural
It's
tradition.
tradition, exactly.
So wait, when do you take the Christmas tree down?
Sometimes it doesn't go down. Nah.
year-long affair.
It goes in the month starting with ending with A.
Well, let's hold that for going back to your asking about Christmas plans. You're saying 1 December.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to be in the, Kush maybe October, because that's when his company starts to ease down, apparently.
Well, no, that's just when I eat. The company.
But like when you start getting that festive spirit is when you start asking. And
Yeah.
definitely not, I'm not feeling that in October,
No
nor
way,
November.
October. You never said what's your Christmas plans in October.
I'm joking. Probably late November, I reckon.
Late
Once you-
November, like last week of November, start of December.
if you can see December on the horizon, you can definitely start asking, I
Agreed.
reckon.
Yeah, okay.
All right, but okay, going back to the Christmas tree. When do you take the Christmas tree down? Or Christmas lights?
The lights generally sometimes never go down.
When do
You
they
just
go
don't
up?
turn them on.
Because I swear, I drove around the last few weeks. I didn't see any Christmas lights. And then I drove on, I think, Tuesday night or Wednesday night. My entire street, apparently everyone's fucking trying to get the best lights in the street.
I think it's a 2-week rule. I think it's 11th December, and then it goes until like 7th or January or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's a 2-week rule.
Right. Because
That's
even
the
my parents are like,
general
oh, should we start putting Christmas lights? I'm like, bro, are you serious?
You actually should. I think it actually livens the neighborhood.
It
quite
does. It
nicely.
actually, it's
beautiful.
pretty fun. It looks pretty festive.
It's always good to see some people go, beyond what they're expecting. Like, I've seen on this inflatable Santa in the balcony that makes
Yeah.
moves.
That's
It's like clapping and stuff. I'm like, whoa, this is amazing. I'm here watching it.
So
There's,
after Christmas, do you ever turn the lights on though?
Yeah.
I think
Really?
you keep it on until the first week of New Year's.
I think so, yeah.
Interesting.
But surely the Christmas tree has to come down before New Year's.
No. I think lights and Christmas tree come down together.
Together, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's after New Year's, you got a little break before work starts. That's when you do the admin. As if you want to, on Boxing Day or right
No,
before
no,
New Year's
no,
Eve, you
no,
want to
that
start
is
putting
true.
the
That
tree
is true.
down. No way, man.
Are you guys Christmas tree people?
Of course.
Yes.
Kush?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
The problem is my birthday is so close to Christmas Day that they just combine into one. And so does Boxing Day, to be honest. Like they all just combine into one.
3
Go to
days
the
old.
market on one, get my gift on one day as well. Say Merry Christmas on the same day as well. And
That's
3 in one package.
What's
Like-
that got to do with the tree, though?
Well, no, I just think like I genuinely just don't celebrate Christmas overall because everything is so close together, right? So it just becomes one thing.
Also, because you're not Christian.
No, I think you can still celebrate
Yeah.
Christmas Day if you don't have to be Christian. But I just think it becomes like a birthday Christmas day,
Mm.
So tree doesn't come up.
You don't have
Do
a
you feel
tree?
stitched up? The fact that, you don't, do you get double gifts?
Only 1 year I got double gifts. I think my parents were like, "Damn, that's a lot of money." Sacked.
Do you feel stitched up,
I don't necessarily feel stitched up. I think it's just you can't. You're born. What can you do? The time's the time.
But it is a bit of a stitch up because usually, like for me, St. Mings, there'll be guaranteed 2 dates where I am expecting presents.
Mm.
Is Christmas Day the worst day to have to be your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Sucks
so.
to be Jesus then, no?
Yeah.
No G.
Damn, man. Old J Dog.
It's my birthday in June. It's right in the middle, man.
Yeah.
I got equal space either side.
months,
I'm
yeah.
That's class.
Yeah.
That's class.
And it's good being in June or like early-ish because like, for example, if you're even in November and then birthday and then you have Christmas coming up, I'm spending less in November because I know I've got
Yeah.
another one coming up in a month. But June, mate, no one's thinking about Christmas at that time.
Exactly.
I also don't think many people are going holidaying in June. I feel like it comes normally after the July, August period and before. So I think, you also
June is the Euro summer.
Yeah, I was gonna
Dare I
say.
suggest-
isn't that July, August?
June,
June,
June
July.
to August is pretty much the
Okay.
prime time to go.
Can't have it all.
Can't have it all.
Okay, on speaking on gifts, you said your parents, don't want to spend two gifts on you. I've got a Secret Santa, $25. Is that too much for Secret Santa?
Nah, that's fine. Well, it depends. Who's it for?
Friends?
How good of it? What's the tier list of friends here? We've talked about this.
Yeah, we've talked about what is it, pyramid of friends or some
Yeah.
shit?
Did we talk about this?
We did. Are they like acquaintances? Are they workmates, colleagues, or are they like friends, best friends? What type
This
of
is
friends?
starting to sound familiar.
We did talk about
we talked
this.
about it
This
on
was
the
like
pod.
episode like 10.
Yeah.
Like these actually might not even be live.
Is this some psychopathic shit to talk about?
Well, you come up with the content, brother.
I was in a dark period in 2019.
But like, yeah, who's this person? Like just a friend? You say a best friend or
Sports friends.
25? I think that's fine.
It's a fair amount.
I think that's fine. I think you're pushing it if you're going over 30 though.
Any lower is a bit of a piss take, I
Yeah,
feel.
20.
Yes.
What are you going to get in this economy with $20?
All right.
Came
You
on
can't
Lava
even
Lamp.
get a box of favorites.
Yes, you can.
No,
I
I-
went to Woolies the other day. You
Favorites
can
are like
absolutely.
$22,
They're
Sam.
not, man. I
They
literally
are.
saw it the other day. They're not.
Send sort on sale, dude. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
they're on sale.
For
Yeah, they're
17.
always on sale.
What about if it's okay? So it's not actually Secret Santa. It's Bad Santa. So you don't know who's going to get the present in the end.
$25 is still, I think, the sweet spot.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
But
perfect.
it makes it so much harder because you don't know what to get.
I agree. Bad Santa is objectively worse than Secret Santa.
I
Secret
think so
Santa,
too.
like you can, like for example, if I got Mix for Secret Santa, I know he likes
Easy.
football.
Bang. Yeah.
You know, I'll just go find, I don't know, something interesting around that. Bad Santa, you have to find like a unisex gift
Yeah.
that maybe people who you're not even that close to potentially will get.
Well, I normally see this in Band Santa. Normally the gifts that come are books. Have you noticed that?
No, I haven't played a Bad Santa in years.
I was thinking of getting a book as well, but I'm like, fuck, does anyone want a book in 2023?
Well, I read Manu gave me a chess book last year for Christmas. Do you remember that? I read that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you've got that.
You're
autism,
unique.
bro. Exactly.
Actually, a book is a great idea.
Yeah, but what book? Guinness World Records?
No, like
like,
self-help.
what's a universal book?
No, but like
Yeah, get the Guinness book.
Ripley's Believe It or
I
Not,
was gonna say, or like the Gideon's Bible or something.
New Testament only.
Because I was thinking, so I still haven't bought a gift for this Bad Santa because I'm like, fuck, I actually don't know what to get. So I was thinking, maybe I go far the other way and just buy like the most horrendous gift and just try and stitch someone up with it.
nah.
Well, our mate Glade, he's Bad Santa. He ended up with a coloring book. So that is one of the worst
Ouch.
gifts of all time.
At his age.
No, and he was fuming. Like, it's apparently like Bunnings, it was a $50 limit. So yeah, it was a $50 limit, and he's got coloring books and Faber-Castells, right?
Okay, that's actually that's horrible.
Yeah, and people are throwing out Bunnings gift cards, like really nice hand wash, body wash.
A gift card's a really good thing for $25.
I saw that as well, but that's also a bit of a lazy gift.
Cop
you know
out.
what I mean? It's a
Cop
cop out.
I think I'm taking it over a coloring book, bro. I'll tell
I
you
think
that
I'm
much.
going to buy a book, Kush. I think you're right. I have an idea for a book
Yeah,
now.
chuck out an Atomic Habits or a
Yeah. Subtle art of not giving a fuck.
yeah,
or
the
something
Mark
like that.
Manson
Yeah.
nonsense.
Bit
Books
of
are always
self-help. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I'm a fiend for it. You go to Kmart, you go to their Christmas section, you find
Oh, the
some,
lava lamp, bro.
some
It's
sort of
always
knickknack.
So my first two ideas was typo, and then I heard three other people throwing that out there. So I'm like, no. And then I said Kmart, and someone said, oh yeah, I already bought my gift from Kmart. It's the best gift ever. I'm like, oh, fuck that. So
There's plenty these days.
Well, we got Target as well. Target's
no,
nice.
Target Kmart has like banger,
Yeah.
like little nifty gifts ideas.
I reckon like they rock up to Kmart. If it's a sports thing, then they go to the Anko section. They're picking up
The
like
Anchor.
a
yeah.
Anko gift. If you go to the book section, that's not on anyone's radar. That was not on my radar. Maybe I'll get a little book
Have
as
you
well.
bought yours yet?
No, I haven't bought mine.
We can go after this thing.
Yeah, I'm actually planning to do that.
Books sold. I've received 2 books so far with a bad and a Secret Santa. And to be fair, books are solid. Don't mind
You're not mad about it. Like if I saw a
not
book
mad.
and it was like an interesting self-help book,
Yeah.
I would covet that.
100%.
I maybe even would steal it depending on what else is out there.
Okay. All right. We got lost down a few rabbit holes there. So I think we'll leave that there. I don't know if we really solved any etiquette issues. It was more self-help more than anything.
You just talked at each other for 20
We
minutes.
just,
I miss that though. You know, we
Yeah.
haven't done that for a while.
that is true. There's no definitive list here. But yeah, thank you to all our listeners for listening. Hope you guys have a good Christmas, a good break. We'll probably catch you guys in New Year?
Well, we'll catch him in the next segment in the outro. And then, then you can,
Got him.
Good point there, Kush. Wowee, what a Christmas episode, boys. What a Christmas episode. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, etc. You know what we want at this point.
We have a big push at the end of the year.
10K. You know, that's all we have to say.
10K Instagram, 40K TikTok, 10K YouTube, please.
Please. These are our KPIs, or else Kush is not going to feed us for the rest of the year.
The funds will stop coming in.
So please get us to 10K on Instagram. We ask nothing else of you guys. Create fake accounts if you have to.
No.
Actually, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Just tell your mates. Tell
Yeah.
everyone you know.
If you need some enticement, we're at a battle with Grilled. So hop on the TikTok, Instagram. You'll find it there. Messina loving us, all sorts.
But thank you for listening for this year. We do appreciate it. All of you,
for sure.
all 12 of you that listen.
No.
Oh, we
More
had
than
3
12.
new
We're up
listeners.
to, yeah.
15 now. Come on.
That's about, 25% growth?
But no, look, it's been a long year and we've released 52 episodes.
Yes. Wow.
So thank you very much for sitting through it. All our top fans on Spotify posting on that sort of thing. So Merry Christmas.
Thank you for the new fans joining us in
True.
this last 6 months or so. It's been good. We're seeing a lot of new fans, a lot of new interaction. We're loving it.
It's beautiful. So 2024 going to be a big year for TCB. And so jump on board, stay on the train. Don't get off them. See you next year.
Get us to 10K.